Now, as we've discussed before, when it comes to publications and books, there's really a vast number of different categories that have to be considered, from auction house catalogs to art history, art theory, exhibition catalogs, and then we have religious context and meaning of the figures and the narratives in painting or with sculpture. But then we also have iconography. Iconography is probably the most technical of these because it's basically descriptions and lists of different deities with names in Sanskrit or Prakrit, Tibetan, possibly Chinese, Mongolian as well, and then Japanese. So a book that's very important. It's important because it was written in I believe the 11th century would be the date, probably mid-11th century by Abhayakara-gupta, one of the last. I don't know if he's abbot of Bodh Gaya or Nalanda, or he could have been both, but I think it was Nalanda. And he did a number of publications on iconography and dealing with deities and descriptions of mandalas. So today we're going to look at the Nispanna Yogavali. And this is one of his texts, which actually it dovetails with the Vajravali. And this was translated by Lokesh Chandra, the famous Lokesh Chandra of New Delhi, and also by Nirmala Sharma, and it's part of the Shatapitaka series, and it's listed as volume number 647. The Shatapitaka series, like these folks, Raghuvira, and then his son-in-law Lokesh Chandra, they published a tremendous amount of books on Buddhism, Buddhist art, iconography. It's really quite impressive, and that's done out of the International Academy of Indian Culture. And the book publisher, I think, is Aditya Prakashan. That's New Delhi as well. So the book was done in 2015, I believe, and it has the Abhayakara-gupta text. It actually lists 26 different deities, but there's more than that because they group deities together, such as the four Hevajras from the Samputa Tantra. They group the 15 or 17 deity Kurukula mandalas grouped with the Vajranairapamya, and then they have the 5 dakas of the Vajrapanjara Tantra. We have the 6 Chakravartins, also of the Abhidhana Tantra. So there's a lot of grouping, so there's actually more than 26 deities described. Now, what's really important about this publication, which is very recent, I think I mentioned 2015 publication date, is they provide the original Sanskrit, they provide the Tibetan, and they provide an English translation. So if you're having trouble with the English translation, you can refer to the Tibetan or you can refer to the Sanskrit, whichever you're more comfortable with, and then you can try and make sense of it. Now, I do believe there is some license taken with the English, although it could be that it's just more of an Indian English and some Indian English definitions for things. But I go back and forth between the Tibetan and the English. I trust the Tibetan more than the Sanskrit. For reasons we can get into at a different time. Anyway, this is an absolutely essential book for those of you that are seriously interested in Buddhist iconography, Tantric Buddhism. You're looking at deities such as Guhya Samaja, Hevajra, Chakrasambhara, Yogambara, Vajrayogini. It's these sorts of Sarma, Tantric Buddhism figures that appear in painting and sculpture. So we'll leave it there. You can press like, you can subscribe, you can join HAR on Patreon, you can make a donation on the homepage of Himalayan Art Resources.